What's up, everybody? Ben Razza here for Odd Chopper. Happy Wednesday, February 21st. In the sports world, you know what that means. It's almost the return of NBA, but NHL, college basketball, Champions League, there's a lot to get to. I'm going to get to it right now. I'm going to put a bet on the board on this very video. It's not all we're doing at Odd Chopper. Take a look around, subscribe to this very channel. Whether you're here every day, you stopped in for the first time, we want to thank you for being here. I hope you're here yesterday. Good college basketball day for me. Got it done with Utah State. Elite home court, just a good team. It was a battle. I thought it was a pretty fair game, and they pulled it out in the end. So we put a win in the column, the win column, obviously, and that's what we're here to do. Now, before I get to the pick today, and it's going to be a greasy one, I'm just warning you right now. Got Odd Chopper on the screen, of course, just kind of showcasing what we got. If you haven't been there, if you haven't seen these tools in action, if you want to be part of the Discord, all of these things, come on in. Again, NBA is coming back. No better time. I've seen a lot of new faces in there. It's very exciting. I love to see new people hopping in and testing this stuff out. It's there for you. The link is below. Give it a chance. Give it a week and see what you think. If you want more plays than just this one, I'm in there in Discord talking about all sorts of things, soccer and college baseball. There's just a million potential values on the board. But let's get to a potential value right now in the, dare I say it, the Louisville basketball game. Oh, man. Notre Dame and Louisville, two awful teams battling out in the basement of the ACC. I'm going to take a shot here. It's a weird game. It's a noisy game. I'm going to lay the 1.5 points with Louisville at home. I think they'll do enough. So first things first, 134.5. I think that's about right. I get that. Notre Dame plays elite defense. For a terrible team, and they are terrible, they play really good defense. I give them credit. Now, they're an extremely young team. Pair of freshman guards for Notre Dame. They only score 62 points per game, sub 30% from three. It's even worse on the road. They're 1-7 on the road this year. They have not found ways to win. Now, if you played Louisville every game, you certainly wouldn't be 1-7 on the road. I totally get that. But they really have no scoring ability. I think they're getting better, as most young teams are at this point in the season. And they are coming off a pair of wins. But you look at it, they were both at home. They were sluggish. Virginia Tech and Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech was a 3-point win. I'm not really bumping them up much here. So when I look at Notre Dame, I think they are what they are. They're a good defensive team. They're an incredibly bad offensive team, and they've shown no ability to win on the road. It's more about Louisville for me here. Louisville's terrible, 8-18. 4 of their last 6 games have been on the road, and they lost every road game, but the 2 wins were at home. 7-7 at home for Louisville. They're terrible on the road. So, like most teams, prefer to be in their building. Now, this is where it gets tricky. So Louisville, 73 points per game, 31% from three, also a very young team, but they're a little banged up. So they have 2 players that are key contributors that are hurt. Sky Clark, and from what I've dug into, he's got a rib issue, and it looks like he's not going to play. He's missed a couple games. Then the second piece, Tyler Johnson. He got a concussion against Boston College. I don't know if he's going to play. It looks like he's a game time decision. I am capping this. I am breaking this game down as if both are not going to play. If Tyler Johnson does end up playing, that's a huge boost to Louisville. He's another dynamic, underclassman showing a lot of promise. But if they both don't play, we just saw this against Pittsburgh. Now, they got destroyed by Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's a pretty good team. And they had some guys step up. I was actually pretty impressed. I'm not going to dig super deep into the personnel. I will say Caleb Glenn played a lot more minutes, had a career high in points. I actually thought he played pretty well. They've got their pair of guards, James and White. They'll be there. Hatfield on the inside. They still have bodies. It's going to be a very tight rotation for Louisville. And I'm not saying those potential pieces missing isn't a big deal, but I do think the line has already baked that in. And I think there's a chance that they get one of them back tonight, which would be a nice boost. Even if they don't, I'm comfortable with this line. I think that Louisville offensively can do enough here. Now, if Notre Dame makes some shots, find some offense, we're going to be in trouble. But we talk about that in every video. If there's an outlier shooting performance for Louisville, we're going to win going away. If there's an outlier shooting performance for Notre Dame, we're going to be in big trouble. If there's neither, I like Louisville's offense a little more than I like Notre Dame's defense, particularly in their building. I'm going to lay the 1.5 points. Ugly and greasy, but Louisville adds one more win to the resume, I guess you could call it, even though they are still destined for the bottom of this conference. So give me the Louisville Cardinals -1.5 tonight. Interested to see how this line moves. It could be moving if we get confirmation on those injury pieces. But there you have it. Louisville, my favorite bet of this beautiful Wednesday. Before I leave you, again, if you have any questions at all, at JazzRazDFS, I'm available. I'm in Discord. And the other final thing, with all the games and all the sports, Make sure you're taking advantage of opportunities like Bet365 has. They have bet $5 and win or lose, get 150 in bonus bets. It's that simple. If you want $150 in bonus bets for your bankroll, the link is below for BetMGM. You do have to be in one of the following states: Arizona, Indiana, New Jersey, Colorado, Virginia, Ohio, Kentucky, Louisiana, and Indiana and Iowa. I said Indiana twice just to re-emphasize you got to be 21 plus. 18 in Kentucky. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. But those states, you can play it back. If you're eligible, no reason not to do it. Cash this ticket. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Again, I love doing this video. It's fun. And the support has been unbelievable all year. Put a W on the board with Louisville. Enjoy, everyone. From me, for the Cardinals, for all of you guys. Have a great day ahead. I'll talk to you tomorrow.